The Joel Parker Whitney Pyramid is located in Rocklin, California. If you use Google Maps, the directions are wrong. They will put you on a cul-de-sac that you can't get through. Search for Monument Park. There is a dirt path in the park down the hill to the memorial. Or park the car on Hood near the park, walk down the hill and take a left and then another left after the homes. You will come to a gate that you have to climb through. It is not wheelchair accessible. Follow the path, take a right, and you will see a plaque. The pyramid is located a short distance after the plaque. The pyramid is pretty amazing. It's approximately 10 feet tall, made with granite. It's got a rock wall around the pyramid. So, who was Joel Parker Whitney? Joel Parker Whitney was one of the richest men in Placer County. He was born in 1834 in Massachusetts to a relatively wealthy family. In 1852, at the age of 17, he arrived in San Francisco after traveling around the Horn of South America. Some sources I've seen make a big deal that he only had $9 when he arrived in San Francisco after losing most gambling on the ship. But he had brothers in San Francisco that were already engaged in business. They wanted him to join them, but he was determined to see the gold fields. By 1852, the easy-to-find gold was already gone. As he traveled through Rockland and the foothills, he was attracted to the beauty and the agriculture potential of the area. He was an avid hunter, rider, and traveler. For a while, he hunted game and sold it to hotels and restaurants that catered to the flush with cash miners. In 1855, his father, George Whitney, purchased 320 acres in the Stamford Ranch area and started raising sheep. J. Parker became a prosperous merchant, often importing mining equipment from the East Coast to San Francisco for sale in the Northern California mines. In the 1860s and through the last part of the 19th century, he made a fortune dealing in Colorado gold and silver mines. In the early 1870s, he took control of the Spring Valley Ranch from his father. Whitney diverted water from the mining ditches and planted a wide variety of agriculture products. He founded the Placer County Citrus Colony in 1888. He was one of the largest producers of raisins in Northern California. He had a beautiful home built, the Oaks, on the property. Sadly, it was torn down when the ranch was divided. The Spring Valley Ranch would grow to over 30,000 acres and have over 200 employees. The ranch boasts 24 miles of roads with exquisite stone bridges. Even the famous photographer Ansel Adams took pictures of them, hence the name 12 Bridges. The tomb is just off the 11th hole of the Whitney Oaks golf course. It is surrounded by a rock wall that his children played in. There's a Indian grinding stone just beyond the wall. It's like an oasis surrounded by modern-day homes. I'm just going to let the video run so that you can enjoy the area. For tens of thousands of years, the area had an indigenous population. Behind the stone wall are grinding holes used to process food. There were at least two tribes that lived in the area prior to the Spanish and European incursion. They were the Nisenan and the Maidu. Although they lived in the same area and are often lumped together, they had their own languages and tribal customs. I found quite a bit of very interesting information about both online. There is also a very good Maidu museum in Roseville. So why are Whitney's cremated remains in a pyramid? Pyramids go back to the Egyptians and were a significant symbol for the Masons. Whitney learned about pyramidology at the 1867 Paris Exposition. Pyramidology is the belief that pyramids hold magical powers, including the power of reincarnation. Did he believe in pyramids? Who knows? But with his wealth, he could afford whatever he wanted. The pyramid contains the cremated remains of at least 23 other family members. His family descendants, on occasion, still open the pyramid, and some have continued to have their remains placed inside. I barely touched the surface of the interesting history about Whitney. If you're interested, the Rockland Historical Society has more information. There is also a tremendous amount of information online and several books available. If you do visit the tomb, please respect it. It is a gravesite. It's also a historic marker and a tribute to a California pioneer. I'd like to thank my niece Dawn for some of the photographs. I also would like to thank both the Nisenan and the Maidu tribes for the information on their websites, the Rockland Historic website and the Lincoln Area Archives Museum. I also used CalSphere for some of the photos of the Spring Valley Ranch. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of my work, please search for Dave Lightfoot on YouTube. Thank you very much and have a great day.